Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. When you think about positivity, what do you think about? Do you think that it's always smiles? Do you think that it's always, a happy place? Or do you think that positivity is something that you strive to achieve? Or do you constantly maybe find yourself in between where you're not exactly sure what is considered negative or what is considered positive in your responses or how you navigate the your world, right? Your existence around you with who's in your circle, whether it be work or play or school, right? Or something else, right? Because we all have different lives. We all walk different paths. And we all struggle on what would be a positive way to respond. So when you think about positivity, do you think that it's an easy achievement, or do you think that it's a struggle, to hold on to or to, cultivate into a more resonating feeling, right? Because there's a lot of people feeling a lot of different things. No one's on the same path. And it's okay to be struggling with what is positive and what level, is too low and what is, unreachable because it's too far down, like into the negative, opposite, like horrific, you don't want to go there at all realm, right? Because some people, say, well, you know what, if it's happy all the time, then you know what, I don't want to be let down, so I'm just going to be miserable. Well, no, because no. There's nothing positive about either one of those things. Because if you're looking at a situation and you're still putting a negative spin on it, then there's no way that you can achieve any level of positivity until you're willing to take the risk, to take the chance, to treat each and every situation, person, place, whatever, right? It could be anything that gives you a mental mind space where, you're unsure or you don't want to make a mistake, right? But keep in mind that there's nothing you can do when you're using clear intent that would be considered a mistake. Because when your actions are clear and you are intending for the most beneficial, outcome for everyone, not just for one, not just for you. You know what I mean? Then you're walking a line of positivity. And you're even higher on a level, if you will, because you're looking outside of how it would affect you to how it could affect everyone around you. And not to be a people pleaser, but to be fair in whatever the situation is that would benefit everyone on a whole. Because when we look at interconnectivity, we're looking to, upraise our soul essence brother or sister in order to receive that 360, right? To get back what we give. But you need to realize that when you look at things with a childlike, innocent, if you will, mindset, then there's really no room for levels of negativity because you're absorbing and you're discovering and you're looking at life in an innocent, pure manner. We all did at one point, and then life came and stepped on us. So before you decide that, you're only going to see the bottom of someone's shoe, right? The one that's metaphorically coming to step on you. Why don't you look at the fact that you are much larger than any suppression mode, tool, or technique that might be used in order to hinder, harm, or hurt. But that when you look at every lesson having positivity, love, and light, then you'll see that you'll migrate a lot further in life. And you'll know where the respect is, where the non-respect is, where the positivity is, how many levels that there could be. Meaning, just because you're on a higher level of understanding doesn't mean that the people, the parties, the places in between are on your level. And they may not understand. And they may be still, reacting from a place of hurt, a place where they need to protect themselves with not getting hurt by putting a negative spin on everything, so that they've already put that wall up to shield any possible pain. But that whole life is nothing but pain, because it's lonely and it's desolate and there's really no room for growth. And the sunlight, it's very limited, because you're not letting your inner light burn to show you that no matter what it is you do, that you have free will and choice, and that it's up to you to decide where you want to dwell. And I'd really like to hope that each and every one would like to embrace positivity on every level, not only for self, but for the environment, the people, the situations around you. But that doesn't mean be a doormat. That means keep your boundaries up and continue to use your intuition and your discernment. And you'll understand that you've always been in positivity. And there's no reason to hold on or to allow any old, outdated, hardened aspects of either you or a situation, a person, a place from the past, a past place of trauma, infiltrate your present moment, because you do not want to bring that into your future. Because keep in mind, what you dwell on, where you think your mind, is, right? What thoughts keep generating. If you don't work them out, if you don't set them free, then you'll always be limited. And you'll never really, experience self-expansion. It could sound a little complicated, but really it's truly not. Your intuition and your inner knowing and your internal nudges, like that gut feeling, it's there to help you with your discernment, with your decision making, with your choices, with your ability to follow through. That's important too. So wherever you may be, if you need me, I am never far away, and I am always closer than you think, because, technology brings us right next to each other, even if we're miles and miles apart, whether that be metaphorically or, literally, because I know that people watch me in parts of the world that, I needed my dictionary, my pronunciation key in order to try to figure out how to say, And thank you for broadening my knowledge and bringing a piece of your world to me. And I certainly hope that no matter wherever anyone is in the world, on their journey, in your mindset, that wherever it is that you dwell, that it's a happy, loving, positive place, and that you can see the value in positivity, and that you accept, understand, and embrace your journey, because you can only control your emotions, your movements, your responses. So next time that question comes up, and usually we ask them to ourselves, is this right? Am I being loving? Or am I being mean? Keep in mind that holding boundaries does offer positive aspects, not just to you, but to others as well. Because it takes each and every one in order to honor self and honor others in their responses, and not react and say that, you're holding on to low dense negativity. Because unless that's what you want to harbor, you always have the ability to flip that into a doable, beneficial, light, heartwarming endeavor. That's why Mary Poppins always said, whistle while you work. Have fun, my lovely collective family, because fun is the root of everything. You need to laugh. You need to let go of that stagnant energy. So don't hold it. Don't harbor it. Don't encourage it. Don't give it life. Call me. I can't wait to hear your stories, regardless of where they may lead you or have led you. They're all learning opportunities in order to perfect you. So keep that in mind, and don't be hard on yourself. And if you need your spirit team, reach out to them. Be verbal. And, call your guardian angel. You guys are friends. In some instances, family. Like Soul Tribe family. My lovely collective, I know you've got this. But you're never alone. And I am here for you in this 3D earthly realm we call home. I love you.